Afzal, is tonight proof that we got to get back in the Champions League?
100%. Well, I dislike this competition so much, Robbie. No one came. 15,000 came. No one turned up.
You reckon it's as low as 15,000?
Yeah, it was. No one was there. No one was there. It was a boring game. We need the Champions League badly. That top 4 spot is so important. I've said it before. I'd rather finish 4th than come 5th and win FA Cup and Carling Cup. I'm being honest. We need to get back in. Yeah, we need to get back in this Champions League.
What about you? You heard what he said. Rather finish 5th, rather finish 4th than finish 5th and win the FA Cup and Carling Cup. What would you do?
I don't know about the FA Cup, but I agree with him for the...
No, don't say you don't know. Did you hear what he said? Rather finish 5th, rather finish 4th than finish 5th and win the FA Cup and Carling Cup. What would you rather?
I suppose, you know what, I suppose Afzal's right. Because you got to be in the Champions League. As much as we're the best, we've won the FA Cup the most time, we have to be in the Champions League. And tonight just showed, it's just like a pre-season friendly, but I suppose it's understandable. You know, we've got Southampton on Sunday, we've got Tottenham next
Not everybody in here tonight, right? It's whole 60,000. Southampton will give us an allocation of about 3,000.
No.
So it's not everybody here tonight's going Southampton.
Okay, no.
So where are they?
But everybody who's not here tonight will be going against Tottenham, won't they?
Yeah, but that's not until next week. That's next week, Wednesday.
But that's what people are interested. Like Afzal says, no one's really interested.
So are they plastic then?
No, of course not. Listen, no, they're not. It's expensive. People have got families. People have got circumstances.
They've already paid for it, half of them. It's on their season ticket.
Yeah, but you know, it's not an attractive game, is it? It's like
I understand why people didn't come. It's a dead game. No one comes. I only came because Graham invited me today. I'll be honest.
You're plastic as well?
No, I'm not plastic. I'm ill. I'm ill
as well. I'm
ill, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, watch it at home.
If a player's ill, if one of them players had a cold or something, you'd be cussing them.
No,
come on, get him.
Yeah, but I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. 100 grand to come in, go in this spot. So by the way, Robbie, I just want to say, I just met Alex Iwobi, had a good chat with him, and he said we're gonna win on Wednesday. So yeah, and he was saying it with confidence. So Wednesday's the big one for me. We need to do that.
You'll be here for that, innit?
Of course, Robbie. Let's just Spurs on a high. They're 3rd in the league. They're through to the second round of the Champions League. We need to beat them.
It may be a dead game, but I travelled all the way from Bristol to come and watch this match.
There you go. See that?
It was
all the way from Bristol.
Fair enough. All the way from Bristol. It's my first match at the Emirates. I've been to Leicester away last year. We lost. We weren't winning in 2018. But with this new manager, I'm very confident that we're going to be winning something this year. And what you said about FA Cup, I'd rather win the FA Cup than come in the Champions League, because are we really going to win the Champions League if you look at all the other teams competing in it? We consistently qualified for 17 years in a row, and we only made it to the Paris match 2006.
You've got a very good point, but the thing is that I'd rather be playing Barcelona and Real Madrid than...
Well, last time we were playing them, we got slapped up 10-1.
No, but next year we can be ready for the Champions League. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but we can be more ready than we were in previous seasons.
What would you rather?
I mean, I'd rather prefer Champions League all day long. I mean, I understand. This is what do you call this? BTEC what? BTEC Champions League.
You heard what Afzal said. Finish 4th and get into the Champions League. What we always used to get cussed off for, or win a trophy, right? Win the FA Cup and win the League Cup. What would you rather?
It's all about winning trophies, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, 4th is not a trophy. We're not ready to win the Champions League. Big teams win the Champions League. Teams that pay for top players. We are just an average team at the moment, playing in the tournament that we should be playing in, the UEFA Cup. I want to win this trophy and then be in the Champions League. Absolutely. I don't want to come 4th. I want to win this trophy.
Right, but if you've got you heard what he said there. If the choice is then Qarabag Cup and the FA Cup all come 4th and be back in the Champions League, you're saying you'd rather take the trophies?
I prefer trophies. Let's put it like this. Emery is a good manager. I sat next to him tonight and I was amazed to see all the bench talking and everyone up. It was really amazing to watch that. But as far as I'm concerned, I love trophies, and I will go for the trophies more than the Champions League, because I don't think we're ready to win the Champions League. All we're going to do is take part. So I like this level at the moment. UEFA Cup, if we can win this, I'll be well happy. So I will take trophies.
Old school UEFA Cup, Europa League.
Europa League. Same thing.
Right, let me get you in.
Sorry.
Fourth, and then be back in the Champions League playing Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and PSG, and all those teams that we were playing before, or win the FA Cup, win the Carabao Cup, and then be back here playing Qarabag and all these teams, Sainsbury's and all that next year. Yeah.
Actually, he made a good point, to be honest, and I completely agree with him. Okay, yes, trophy is important. I'll take the FA Cup, the Capital Cup one, okay, and I will take the Europa League trophy, okay. I'll take them 3 trophies and finish
hold on, no, you're getting greedy. But he said not Europa League. He said FA Cup and Carabao Cup instead of 4th place.
No, I'll disagree with that. I'll take the 4th spot, okay, and win the 3 trophies. I'll win the Europa League, the EF Cup.
Hold on, you're too greedy, man.
No.
I said you got a choice. You got to choose between it's either 4th place or FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Okay, I will take the FA Cup, okay, and win the Europa League. And not finish
What's the matter with this guy? What's the matter with you? I said you went. Yeah, move now, man. Let me get this guy and ask. You're too greedy. Right, let me ask this man. Right? Who asked this guy?
Nice to meet you, Robbie.
Nice to meet you, man. You heard the question. 4th place, be back in the big time with the big teams, your Barcelonas, Bayerns, teams like that, or FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and then we're playing these type of teams: Qarabag, Vorskla, Ostersunds, all those teams we've been playing over the recent seasons.
I understand your point, and you made some valid points, but I think that trophies are good, but this is a rebuilding process at Arsenal. And I think that if we're going to rebuild, we need to attract the players. And I think that, listen, getting into the Champions League by any means. So basically, answering the question, I'd rather get in the Champions League, get in top 4, because it will attract the players. It will attract the players, and listen, like you said, Unai Emery's a top manager. Imagine what he could do with better players. So, the only way hopefully they'll back him. But at the end of the day, if we're back in the Champions League, we've got more chance of attracting better players.
So was Arsene Wenger right then when he said 4th place is a trophy? When he said
no,
because
Arsene Wenger.
But we were in it every year, literally under him, weren't we? And when people used to slate him off for saying that. Now you see that everybody now is breaking their neck as teams to get into the Champions League.
I think
is that, and even you just said that you feel it's more important to get into the Champions League than win those 2 trophies.
Just to give Unai Emery a chance to rebuild the team with quality players, and I think Unai will have more ambition than Wenger, because Wenger went still. So he was just in the Champions League for no reason. I respect what he done, but I think he went a bit still. He was a bit out of ideas.
But whether he went stale or not, when he said that getting into that, top 4 was more important than winning those. That's what he was implying by saying it's a trophy. Was he right?
I think it depends on the time scale. Unai's just starting. He wants to rebuild the team. I think personally, to rebuild the team with top players, we need to get back in the Champions League. And it's all about timing. At the end of the day, I think Wenger, as much as I loved him, and I had a little bit of hate for him as well, but I do think he used it as an excuse just to sort of, give him time. But I think Unai, give him money, give him the means to get the better players, which will be Champions League. And I think, imagine, like you said, he's a top manager. Imagine what he'll do with top players.
Will they give him money though?
So we get the last word. You got the last word. You got the last word. Come on, jump me. You got the last word, right? How you doing? Right? You're good. I'm good. Right. You got the last word.
Yeah. Trophies are more important than Champions League. 100%. Yeah. I would rather finish 5th, and win a trophy than finish 4th, and win fuck all. Yeah, that's what Tottenham do. They finish 4th, they finish 4th, and that's a success. It's not a success, I want a trophy, I want a tangible, holdable thing, I want a holdable thing, that you can hold and say, we won that, In 20 years' time, who cares who finished 4th? Nobody, Who cares who won the FA Cup? Everybody, we won the Europa League. I would love to win the Europa League. Yes, Europa League, FA Cup, fucking League Cup. I don't care. We want to win something. But however, I want a tangible team that can win things. And still finish high in the league as well.